Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. Welcome back. And as you can see, I am not in my kitchen. I am in beautiful Oahu. Now, I just got off the plane from Kauai and I needed some kind of snack, so I stopped at the famous Leonard's Bakery. Big thanks to all of you who recommended going to Leonard's Bakery. They are infamous for their Malasadas, which are a fried confection very similar to a jelly-filled donut. Now, the original is their most popular, and it is not filled at all. It is just deep fried and dusted with granulated sugar. And they also have one that is dusted with League powder, which is a very popular seasoning and flavoring that originally came from China and is found on many kind of dried fruits and sweets and candies in Hawaii. And then they have a cinnamon sugar one, and that is just for the plain malasadas. Then they have the malasada puffs, which are injected with all kinds of different fillings. I got one of each of those, including the flavor of the munch, which happens to be mango. So, enough jibber jabbering. My malasadas are still warm. They make these to order. The line was out the door, but from what I can tell, definitely worth the wait. So I am actually at a park across from Waikiki Beach. I would have liked to shoot at the beach, but it was a little bit harsh for lighting and just very crowded. So here I am in this lovely park, and let's eat some malasadas. In this box, I have the malasadas that are not filled, just plain malasadas. And from my understanding, malasadas came to Hawaii via the Portuguese. So Hawaii had many sugar plantations, and that brought a lot of immigrants, including Portuguese, Chinese, Japanese, Korean. Thus, they also brought their food cultures with them. So Hawaii has become a wonderful place of mixing of different cultures and flavors and tastes, including the beautiful malasada. So let's go ahead and give this a taste. Here's my box of malasadas. I got 6 of these, and they were about $1.30 each. You can buy them individually by the half dozen or dozen. So got a half dozen of these bad boys. Check this out. I think this is the original right here. Look at that. Nice and puffy and soft and still warm. Let me tear it open for you so you can get an idea of the texture. Look at that. So it looks a bit like a brioche. Enriched dough, has a little bit of a yellow color to it. No filling, but look at that. A little bit chewy, fluffy. Okay, let's give this a taste. Itadakimasu. Mmm. That is so good. Now, by gestalt, it looks a lot like a non-jelly filled donut, but it actually is quite different. The inside is much more bread-like and substantial. There's a good chew to it. It's nice and stretchy and fluffy. So it's like deep fried bread, but more of a bread than actually deep fried. You definitely have the deep fried flavor to it, but the inside is much fluffier than a typical just kind of donut. It's fluffy and chewy. I imagine they use some bread flour in this to give it this nice kind of chew. It is slightly enriched, but it doesn't feel heavy, or it's actually not overly sweet as well. I was kind of expecting like a sweet Portuguese or like Hawaiian style bread, which is light, but actually it's a little bit lighter. The sweetness pretty much for me comes all from the outside. Perfect amount of sweetness. I need a little coffee. And not surprisingly, it goes perfect with a cup of hot coffee. Delicious. Okay, so that was the original. Now this one, I believe, is the cinnamon sugar. Yes, this one is the cinnamon sugar, and they very nicely separate all these so the flavors wouldn't get contaminated. So I'm going to try to put this one back on this side. Here we go. Smells delicious. Let's give this one a taste. Mmm. That one is delicious as well. It has that very familiar cinnamon sugar combination, much like a cinnamon roll, but not as sweet. But I think what is so very characteristic of this malasada is the texture of the bread. So fluffy, yet simultaneously substantial. A really great chewy bread in the middle, but utterly fluffy. Delicious. It actually, although the texture seems to be a little bit more substantial, it feels and tastes a little bit lighter than a donut. It's not as oily. I really like that. Alrighty, so the next one I'm really excited about is the Lihing flavor. Now this one has little specks of red on it and includes the very, very popular island Lihing flavor. Here we go. And that is pretty good. It's actually pretty subtle. Lihing comes in a variety of strengths. You can get it really sour, you can get it really kind of aggressive tasting, very salty. This one's pretty light. A little bit of tanginess, a little bit of fruitiness. It goes really, really well with this combination here. But the predominant flavor is sweet because this does include lots of that granulated sugar on top. Of the three, I think I'd have to say it would be a toss-up between the cinnamon sugar and the original. I think actually the granulated sugar original flavor ekes out the cinnamon sugar a bit because you really get to enjoy the texture of the malasada itself. Absolutely delicious. Now I can't wait to taste the custard-filled ones. Sorry for the hair in my eyes, it's pretty annoying. But now let's try the puffs, which are the injected or filled malasadas. So they have 6 flavors of the puffs, and I got 2 of each. So this is the dozen size box at Leonard's, and it is quite hefty. Now these pink boxes actually remind me a lot of the bakery boxes that you can get at some Chinese bakeries. Very, very reminiscent of that pink color. But instead, of course, this is emblazoned with the Leonard's blue logo. But in Chinatown, you would get one of these kinds of boxes with all kinds of baked pastries and baos. Cheery, good luck pink color, but it would be tied with a bit of twine to hold everything together rather than tape. These days you probably find a lot of tape, but growing up that's what I remember, is the either red or white twine or string that would hold the box together. Alrighty, let's see what this is about. It's so windy out here, I hope my dead cat's buffeting the wind. Oh my goodness! The wind gods are helping me. Oh, settle down, wind. Take it easy. Alrighty, will you look at this? Yeah, these look pretty incredible. So in the shop, they actually had a poster of all the different flavors, but I think I can probably discern the flavors just based on their taste. But I'm gonna pull this one out right here because I know this one is gonna be the dobash or the chocolate-filled puffed malasada. Here we go. Mmm. Now, let me get the sugar off my face. That is delicious. You've got the same malasada dough that has a little bit chewy, slightly enriched and sweetened. Got the granulated sugar on top, and then you've got warm custard pudding inside. It's just like rich chocolate pudding, but a little bit warm. It's decadent, lovely, and perfect. Now I'm gonna have it with some coffee. Yes, 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 yes. Delicious. Now this one right here that's spoozing this white filling, I'm gonna guess is the haupia, which is Hawaiian for coconut. So let's give that one a taste. Here we go. Oh yeah. So as many of you know, chocolate is my favorite, but I think the haupia might edge out the chocolate flavor. The chocolate has a little bit of like an artificial kind of chocolate glazed donut flavor to me, while the coconut is just perfect. There's the coconut flavor in there, but it's not overpowering, it's subtle, and the custard is so rich and smooth. Delicious. It does not overpower the flavor of the malasada itself. I think I like the coconut better. Absolutely delicious. And it's very generous. There's a very generous amount of custard in there, so when you bite into it, it's a nice little balance of bread to puddingy custard. Delicious. Now this one right here, I think might be the custard. Let's give that a go. Oh yeah. I got sugar all over my face, but so worth it. That one's phenomenal too. It has like a buttery, not vanilla flavor, just a buttery kind of eggy. Oh, that's really good. That one tastes like a little bit like artificial butter flavor, but it actually works really, really well. Same rich, creamy very smooth texture. Okay, I think I might like that one better than the coconut. Oh, that's delicious. I have 3 more to go, so I want to take another bite of this one, but I must continue. This one and the haupia are tied. Oh man, custard. Okay, but I still have 3 more. Now this beautiful pink one right here, this is the guava, which is a flavor you find all over the Hawaiian Islands. It's delicious. If you've ever had POG stands for pineapple orange guava juice. Delicious and ubiquitous in the islands, but guava, pink. Let's give this one a taste. The cardinals are talking. I was eating guava. By cardinals, they're beautiful red-headed cardinals here in Hawaii. They're just lovely, but there's a couple of them talking or singing to each other. All right, guava, same beautiful, lovely texture. Flavor's a little bit subtler. Wow, got it all over myself. I tasted it more on that bite. I don't like that one as much. It's not bad by any means, but the flavor is kind of subtle and it doesn't really do all that much for me. It's still good, but after having the last 4 flavors, yeah, this one kind of meh. All right, let me get some more napkins here because I'm making a mess. Let's continue, and I'm going to try to keep the granulated sugar to a minimum. This is so great. I'm so excited. I'm glad I had a small breakfast. We went to Pono Market. Shout out to you, Glenn. Grabbed some spam musubi, ate that in the car, and now I'm filling my belly with Leonard's Malasadas. So happy. Next, I'm going to try this one. I'm not sure what this one is. It's got a white filling in it as well. Ooh, I think this one might be the macadamia nut. Oh, let's give that one a taste. Here we go. I'm trying to taste the nut. I don't really taste that at all. It just tastes like sweet cream, sweet milk. Maybe this one is the original. And the one that I thought was buttery was the macadamia nut, because I don't really taste any flavor to this whatsoever, just kind of milky and sweet. So if the buttery one that tastes like artificial butter flavor is a macadamia nut one, then I like that one. If this is just the original one, kind of plain, it's still kind of like the guava, like pretty good, really rich and sweet, but I like the buttery flavored one. Okay, so Leonard's bakery experts do chime in. Is the one that I had with that buttery flavor the macadamia nut one? Because that one was bomb diggity. This one is really good too, but I mean, I've got so many malasadas here. And the last one, which was the flavor of the month, is this one. And it's got the yellow filling, and this is mango. Let's give this one a taste. Oh. Nah. I pour napkin. That one's delicious. It tastes like real mango. It still has that very smooth, silky custard in the middle. That's actually lighter in texture than a pudding. It doesn't taste like or feel like it has any like gelatin or any kind of thickeners. It's just really smooth and creamy, but it has a great and distinctive mango flavor. It tastes like real mango. It's not like artificially flavored. And this beautiful, sunny, lemony, yellow color to it. Absolutely lovely. Number 1 would be the custard filling that has the kind of buttery flavor to it. I think it might be macadamia nut. I really like that one. Next would be a tie between coconut and chocolate, but a close third would be mango. Next, I think it would be the plainer cream one, which I think is the original, followed by the guava. But they're certainly all delicious. If you come to Leonard's, I would say just get them all and have a little taste test with your friends. So that way you can kind of share the calories because they're definitely all worth trying. Alrighty, so there you have it. There's my taste test of Leonard's Bakery's Malasadas. Absolutely delicious. If you make it to Oahu, definitely check it out. I will put their information down below. This is not a sponsored post. This is just me tasting some good old Hawaiian treats. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye!